Three Poems is a program with three different movies. The first and the last are from a Dutch poet called Judith Herzberg. One of them is called Laments, and the last one is called Love Songs, Love Poems. And the middle one is called Dogs of Madness, and that is the new production I'm making here in Hannover with a wonderful cast from the ensemble. So Dogs of Madness is a film we decided to make when we realized we won't be able to do Bitch I'm a Goddess, which was the original production that was based or made by the text of Euripides, the Bacchae. And when we realized the production won't happen, we decided to make a film, and in a way the film became something completely different. It has nothing to do with the original production. We are using a little bit of the text from the Bacchae, but otherwise it's completely different. But I think the images are inspired by the play and are inspired by the spirit of the play and inspired by the Dionysian parties or the Dionysian festivals that are described in the play. The films are very different from each other. The aesthetics of the films is very different. The middle part is really celebrating also this beautiful machine, which is this Staatstheater, and all the beautiful fundus storage places where the costumes are hiding and all decors, and we pulled everything out of the cupboard and made a very wild use of it. We have this collaboration now in this way. Two of the films are filmed in the Netherlands. Dogs of Madness is filmed here, and we are exchanging them. So we are showing the German public all three films, and we do the same with the Dutch public. Maybe the one thing that brings the films together, the three productions together, is the fact that they are all led by strong women, and I think the three characters or the three films are based on really strong women. The first story is about letting go, is about surrendering to grief, it's about accepting that we have to leave everything behind the way we know it. And I took the liberty to really dive into sorrow. It is a very sad film about letting go and grief, actually. Dogs of Madness is about finding freedom, it's about the first steps of taking liberty, it's about celebrating madness, it's about celebrating creativity, which is something I think in the current situation has been very limited. We've been closed in our homes trying to make productions, and everything is so complicated because it can only be solos and it can only be made on Zoom, and rehearsing is difficult. Now that things are a little bit more open, not really, but tiny bit, we could at least rehearse together. We took the liberty to celebrate creativity and madness and freedom. And the last part, the love songs, is really about love as the weapon for healing. So it's really one of the most beautiful texts I've ever read. It comes from the Bible, the Hohelied, it's called in German, I think the Song of Songs. And that little piece of text is so beautiful and so describes love in such a beautiful way, in such a healing way. And I think actually the only way out of this crisis and drama is love.